Hi, welcome to question 40 of the STARR review. Gabriel deposits $2,500 into each of two savings accounts. Account 1 earns 4% annual simple interest. Account 2 earns 4% interest compounded annually. Gabriel does not make any additional deposits or withdrawals. What is the sum of the balances of account 1 and account 2 at the end of 3 years? Okay, so let's list account number 1 and account number 2. So he deposited $2,500 into each of these accounts. For account number 1 after 3 years. So first we want to know how much interest will he earn. And the interest formula for a simple interest is PRT. P is the original deposit, which is $2,500. R is the rate, whereas rate is 4%. And T is the time, 3 years. 3 years. So let's do the calculation. %, 4%, that's 0.04, and then times 3. That gave us 300. So the interest he earned is 300. Now after 3 years, the total balance is the original deposit plus the interest earned. And that is 2,800 for account 1. Now, what about account 2? So, this is a compound. This is a compound account. So, the formula for compound is A is P times 1 plus R to the power of T. P is the original money, 2,500. Times 1 plus 4% to the power of 3. To the power of 3. Okay. So for this one, we're going to use our TI calculator. This is probably the first time we actually need this TI calculator. So let's take a look. We need 2,500 times, and there's a parenthesis. We have to put in 1 plus 4%, 4% inside this parenthesis. Then outside the parenthesis, we need to raise everything inside the parenthesis to the power of 3. To the power of 3. So we can use the math templates here. We need to add an exponent of 3. Okay, and we can. So this calculator gives us an answer as in the form of fraction. So it does not give us a approximation. So we need to use Control Enter to request approximation results in decimals, which is $2,812.16. Okay, now do we, as what we did with account 1, do we need to add the total at this $2,812.16 to the original 2,500? No, actually we don't need to do that, because this one, it actually gave you the total. This is already the total. Okay, so we don't need to add up again. Now the question, what is the sum of the balance of account 1 and account 2? So we need the sum of both of them. So it's gonna be 2,800 plus $2,812.16. It's gonna be $5,612.16, and that's equals to answer G. So look at this one. There are several key points you need. There are some important, some key steps you need to be careful with. First is to use this formula to calculate the interest, the simple interest. And then find out the total of account 1, then use the formula for compound total, and then you add them up. So that's how we solve this problem. Hi, welcome to question 40 of the STARR review. Gabriel deposits $2,500 into each of two savings accounts. Account 1 earns 4% annual simple interest, and account 2 earns 4% interest compounded annually. Gabriel does not make any additional deposits or withdrawals. What is the sum of the balances of account 1 and account 2 at the end of 3 years? So let's write down account 1 and account 2. Okay, let's take a look at account 1 first. Gabriel deposits $2,500 at the end of 3 years. It's a simple interest. How much interest will he earn at the end of 3 years? So this is where we are going to use the formula for simple interest. You can find that formula in the reference material section in your test. So you will see the simple interest formula is P times R times T, whereas P is the original deposit, $2,500. R is the rate. In this situation, the rate is 4%. T is a time in years. So at the end of 3 years, T is 3. And now we can calculate 2,500 times 4%, that's 0.04, then times 3 years, that's 300. So he earned 300 interest. Now the total after 3 years will be his original $2,500 plus the $300 interest, and that's $2,800 in account 1. For account 2, he deposits $2,500, and that one is earning compound interest. So we'll need to use the compound interest formula. You can find that formula in the reference materials. So the formula says A equals to P times 1 plus the rate to the power of T. So we know the P is 2,500, the deposit, times 1 plus the rate is the same, 4%, and the time is 3 years to the power of 3. Okay, so this one we probably will need to use our TI calculator, which is available to you in the actual test, and probably you will see this is one of the rare occasions that we do need that advanced calculator, such as the TI. So let's switch to that calculator. We need 2,500 times, there's a parenthesis, we need to put 1 plus 4% inside that parenthesis, and then outside the parenthesis we need to raise everything inside the parenthesis to the power of 3. We will use the template function of that calculator to the power of 3. And for the answer, so it gives us the answer in the fraction form because we didn't ask for approximation. So let's request a decimal answer by pressing Control Enter, and the answer is $2,812.16. Okay, now do we also need to do the same step as in account 1? Do we need to add that 2,500? No, because this formula, this A, it already stands for the total. This is already the total in account 2, so we don't need to do the addition again. All right, so after 3 years we have 2,800 in account 1, $2,812.16 in account 2. Now the question is asking for the sum, so we need to add up the two. That's 2,800 plus $2,812.16, and that's gonna be, if you need, you can use a calculator. So it's $5,612.16, and that's choice G. So by using the formulas of simple interest and add interest to the original deposit, we find out the total in account 1, and by using the formula for compound total, we find out the total in account 2. Then we add them up, and now that's the total balance for Gabriel in both accounts, and that solves the problem. Peace.